All right, everybody, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive.
Always ready to dive in.
Awesome. So today we're tackling something that's been on my mind a lot lately, AI. But not just AI in general. You know, we're not going full sci-fi here.
Right.
We're zeroing in on something specific. AI language prediction. You know, the thing on your phone that tries to finish your sentences for you.
Yeah, predictive text, everyone uses it.
Exactly. And that's kind of the point, right? It's everywhere.
Yeah.
But it makes you wonder, what happens when we're all letting AI shape how we write? Could it, I don't know, homogenize how we all express ourselves?
Interesting question.
It really gets you thinking, right?
Mm.
I mean, could we be heading towards a future where everyone's writing sounds kind of, well, the same? Luckily, we've got an article by Zen to help us unpack this. The long-term impact of AI language prediction. Homogenization of thought.
Yeah, that title's pretty thought-provoking, right?
Right. It lays out some potential consequences of relying so heavily on predictive text, and it's a little unsettling.
Definitely worth exploring. So, first things first, how about we break down how these AI models actually work?
Yeah, good point. I feel like we kind of jumped right into the deep end there.
It's easy to do, but understanding how it works is key to seeing the potential impact. Basically, these AI models are trained on massive data sets of human language. And they're constantly analyzing it, calculating probabilities.
Probabilities.
Yeah, like what word is most likely to come next based on what you've already typed. So it's suggesting the statistically most probable continuation of your sentence.
Okay, I'm starting to see the potential issue here.
Right. Think about how often you try to write something a certain way and your phone autocorrects it to something completely different, often more generic.
Oh, all the time. Drives me crazy. Like, I'm trying to be clever, you know, come up with a unique phrase, and bam, my phone's like, nope, you meant to say this boring thing.
Exactly. And on its own, not a huge deal. But Zen argues that this constant nudging towards the most probable phrasing could actually lead to a homogenization of language. Basically, everyone's writing could start to sound more and more similar over time.
Kind of takes all the personality out of it, doesn't it?
Exactly. And it goes beyond just individual style. We're talking about potential cultural consequences, too.
Whoa, okay. Now I'm really interested. Cultural consequences.
Think about it. Language is how we express ourselves, right?
Hmm.
But it's also deeply tied to culture. Dialects, slang. These things give communities their own unique identity.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's part of what makes language so interesting, right? All the different ways people use it.
Exactly. But if AI starts pushing everyone towards a standardized way of speaking or writing, those unique voices could start to fade away.
So it's not just about everyone sounding like robots. It's about losing the things that make us, well, us.
Right. And Zen makes this really interesting point about the feedback loop that's created.
A feedback loop? What's that?
So as more people use predictive text, the data used to train those AI models becomes more and more reflective of that homogenized language.
So it's like it's feeding itself.
Exactly. And that homogenized data is then used to train future models, making the cycle even stronger.
Okay, wow. So it's like we're training AI to make our writing more generic, and then that generic writing is used to train more AI.
It's a bit of a snowball effect.
Not a very good one, though.
Right. And this is where the potential cultural impact comes in. If AI is constantly pushing towards a standardized, correct way of speaking, what happens to those dialects and slang terms that are so important to certain communities?
Yeah, that's scary to think about. I mean, those variations are part of what makes language so rich and interesting. Losing them would be a real loss.
Definitely. But Zen isn't all doom and gloom, though. The article also highlights some potential solutions to this problem.
Oh, good. Solutions are always welcome. Tell me more.
Well, one key solution is to train AI models on more diverse data sets. Not just standard writing, but different styles, dialects, even creative writing.
Makes sense.
Right.
Expose the AI to more of the spectrum of human expression, right?
Exactly. Another idea is to make AI models more customizable.
That's interesting.
Right. What if you could tailor the AI to your own personal style, so you'd still get the benefits of predictive text, but without sacrificing your unique voice?
I like that. So we get the convenience, but keep our individuality.
Right. And perhaps most importantly, we need to raise awareness about this issue. The more people understand the potential consequences of relying too heavily on predictive text, the more mindfully they can use it.
Yeah, I think that's key with any new technology, right?
Yeah.
Understanding how it works and what the potential downsides might be.
Exactly. It's about using technology as a tool to enhance our communication, not replace it entirely.
Well said.
So, really, the future of language in the age of AI is uncertain. But by being aware of these potential pitfalls, we can work towards a future where technology helps us express ourselves more effectively, not less.
It's definitely food for thought, huh? Makes you think about how we use these tools and the impact they might have on how we communicate in the future. So next time you're typing away on your phone, just remember, maybe that AI suggestion isn't always the best way to say what you really mean. Thanks for listening, everybody.